Ha ha, back again. All right. Well, I've been a little negligent as of late. I spent a good part of yesterday and today working with the 82 XJ550 Seca. I got it cleaned up real nicely, oil change, you know, all that stuff, chain adjustment, carbs back in the bike, which I think you guys saw on a video there, and it's running spectacular. Just a good, solid motorcycle, nice riding motorcycle. But as I'm out there riding, and parts beyond, I started feeling guilty that I should be back here, at least doing some work on the KZ400. And so that's what I'm doing. So I was using my little remote microphone, and something just, I put the left-hand side exhaust on, and something just didn't sit right with me. I was like, I'm gonna check and see if it connected. It did not. And so I had to delete that video because there was no audio. So now I'm back using my old way with the camera, just using that, and I'm going to get the left-hand exhaust, right-hand exhaust put on, and then get the carbs back in, and I just want to hear this thing fire again. So I'll take you along for the ride doing that. I was battling. Let me turn you over to the motorcycle here. There we go. I was battling on the other side like a bonehead why I could not get these past the frame on the other side and have it seat properly in the pipe. So I was like, what the heck, what am I doing wrong, you know? And let me turn this a little bit. And then of course I realized, oh, well, that's because these are off a CB350. And I put them in the evapor rust and then vapor blasted them because I just wanted to see, but these were just orange with rust. So it's amazing how they come out. And then of course I go in my little box and get the proper ones. So I'm going to get this exhaust on here. And bear with me. And these are okay. There's some pitting and stuff like that in them. And I tend to believe that they're not original pipes. I've seen different configurations. Actually 3 different configurations of pipes for this bike, and so who knows, but I'm going to get them on there. Let's see if I can get my fat ass fingers up inside here. And bear with me. I don't know if you can even see me or hear me. I don't know. This is a tight little fit to get this bolt up inside here. And what I'll do, try to get it started. There we go. At least I got it started. That's all I care about. And lost my train of thought. And I don't know what that. Oh, by the way, yeah, these were in pretty rough shape, and I'm not sure if they're the stock pipes. I tend to believe these are aftermarket. Just they're a little stubbier and more flared at the end than the ones I've seen online for the 78. But that being said, I'm going to run these and see what they sound like. But just for the heck of it, I have a 2-in-1 Kirker that was given to me when I picked up that 77 junker for the seat, and I have to assume that it'll fit this bike. 77, 78, I can't imagine it not fitting, even a 76 for that matter. I'll run these a little bit and then try the Kirker. This is all about getting this thing back to being running, and that's all I really care about at this point. Come on, little fella. Let me get this one in first with a cauliflower ear. There we go. And then stay. I'm going to put some Never Sees on these bolts. This side, the stud came out, and the other side, just the nut came off, both of them. So let's see if I can. Where'd it go? Did I not put it on? See what happens when I start talking and I'm having an old moment? Stupid ass. Okay, so this will go like this. And I don't think I can get that out of there. Nope, sorry guys. Alright, let me get a 14. This goes on first, and that's going to go like this, and that'll go like that. Come on. Yeah, it's funny. This stuff normally falls on when I'm not on camera, but when I'm on camera, for whatever reason, things make me look dumb, like a dummy. Okay, so we got that. That's going to work fine. The two halves. This is what goes in there and pushes against the exhaust and holds them in against this collar here. And here we go. Come on, start, little guy. That's one. Let's stand up here so I can see what's happening. That's two. But it'll be good to hear her run again. I did a brief little start on it, I think, in an earlier video, and it sounded pretty good, but I wasn't happy with the carbs, and I also ordered new float needles and float bowl gaskets, because if you don't, you're always chasing a weeping problem with the carbs. Whether it's the float bowls are leaking, or the gas is getting by the float needles and either overflowing on the carbs, or it flows into the motor and contaminates the gas, the oil with gas. So can't have that. All right. So let's see if I can do this again. Actually, what I'll do, there she goes. And let me get on the other side and tighten that so I don't forget it. Otherwise I will. Right, so those are on, not too bad. I remember to put these away so I don't have another old moment. And okay, what else we have in here? I'm looking for, it's a carb spring. And where's my other carb spring? My intake boots. Let me grab my other can. Okay. Okay, the carb boots. These I do want to replace. I'm not going to put them in right now. When I do put them in, because they're hard, you can just heat them up and they'll soften up. But what I'll do is you put them in boiling water, and that actually brings a lot of the oils, kind of releases them, I guess you could say. And they'll stay soft, not all for forever, but way long enough for me to put them in and work with them, where when you're using the heat gun, it just doesn't stay pliable that long. And of course, it's important for these to, it's just, you can do them, but they're hard. But I can start it without them. Let's see here. Okay, carb bands, gotta have the old carb bands. 1 and 2. I think those came from below. I'm gonna go with below. Okay. I've got a complete, I don't know if you can see that in the light, that's a complete engine, the whole bike basically. It's all stainless steel cap head screws, Allen heads. So when I go to take this off and polish, all of the Phillips heads will get changed out, even though I'm a stickler for originality. When you go to try to service this thing, and you're battling Royale with those, with these things because they keep stripping out, then it's well worth to have the cap heads. I'm just going to make sure on something. Okay, so you've got 2 different sizes, large, as you can see, large, small. Smalls go on the intake motor side, and the other sides are for your yabba dabbas. Okay, that's a technical term, by the way. So, okay, got that. Let me just go over everything. I'm going to put a little bit of, I always put a little bit of grease in the, oh shit. It just dawned on me, I never put my, let me turn this a little bit, my throttle cable back into my housing when I did it, but I really don't need it just to hear it fire. That's because I got some other stuff I want to do to those. So I'll just, I'll put the cable onto the carburetor and just let it, and I'll run it with the wire for the time being. There's still, I got to put the braking system all back together, the caliper, everything like that. I was not able to source out the caliper seals, so luckily these are still pretty pliable, and I think they'll work. But I'll keep on trying, and if I ever do come across them, then I'll switch them out. But the main thing is to obviously have enough brakes to ride it around, and just, I don't know yet if the transmission is good, you know. So, okay, let me just go through my head here. Carburetors. Okay. Carburetors. And I put them, if you remember, I vapor blasted these with with baking soda. And so they're looking a lot better. And I just wasn't happy, but also, like I say, I put new float bowl gaskets and needle valves in, and that way I don't have to worry about that. And somehow the video shut off. I'm mumbling, going on and on and on, and I think it's just technology, to be honest with you. Sometimes just reaching up. Okay, but what I was mumbling on about is I was trying to find my throttle cable. I am not going to hook it into my throttle assembly right yet, because I want to take that apart. I got some things I want to do to that on the electrical part switches. And so I'm just going to pop these in and throw connect the battery up to it and see if I can get it to refire. And so yeah, so you can follow along. And I'm going to put this behind me, so for some reason I don't freaking hit the damn thing. You know? Me and technology. Okay, so let me get a little bit of grease. I always do a little dab on the intake boots. Not a lot, just enough so they'll slide in. And, that's all. And I only put it at the face, I don't put it on the inner part. Okay. My wipey rag. I'm not sure if you can see this or not. Let me try to bring you a little closer. There we go. This normally had a push-pull throttle, but I am not going to put a push-pull back on it. There was no reason for a push-pull on a 400cc motorcycle. Bear with me. Trying to get this cable in here. Come on, Russell, get your hands moving. I remember now. This, which normally spins the housing, I'm going to slide that right out of there. Normally this little thing spins, but it's not on this one. So I'm going to spin the whole cable, and this is most likely going to be temporary anyway. This is all about this. I want to hear the bike run again. Okay. Come on, come on. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, let me get on the other side. Okay, what I'm doing over here is just tightening the carb clamp. Nothing overly exciting for you guys. I'm going to, Sunday, there is a, actually let me get on the other side so you can see me talking. I'm wasting my breath for nothing. Okay. There we go. So now you can hear me, hopefully. Sunday, up in Gorham, Maine, there's an antique motorcycle show that I believe Phoenix Cycle puts on. I think last year was its first year, cauliflower year, and I got, in short notice, I got a call from my good friend John that was going on, so I jumped on the XJ550, rode it up there, and had a great time. It was a lot of good bikes. Let me sit back down. A lot of good bikes, and so yeah, I'm gonna for the first time ever, I'm going to actually enter my 380 GT380 and the GT750 in the show. See if I win a ribbon or whatever. It's the first time out of all the years of doing this and my cars and everything else I've ever entered anything. So I'll be curious. I'm going to trailer both bikes up to my bud's house Saturday night and bring my guitar, and we're going to hang out on his back deck, light a fire. I'm going to pick on the guitar and sing some tunes and have a few beers, and then Sunday morning, I think the show was from 10 to 2. We're going to ride over there. John can pick either the 380 or the 750, whatever he wants to ride. And my other good buddy, Todd, Applestrauden, we call him. I don't want to explain that one. We're going to ride over. He's got a 70, I think it's a 74, maybe 75, SL 175 that he identical bike that he had back when he was a teenager. Actually, I think it was his first dirt bike, and of course back then you rode the wheels off him and destroyed it. So he came across this bike, same color, same everything. So very excited for him, and he can relive his younger days. Like that's what I do all the time. And so he's going to ride that over, and so well, yeah, we'll show up to the show on 3 really cool antique motorcycles. I'll enter mine and see what happens. If I win something, I win something. If I don't, I'm going there to look at other bikes anyway. And yeah, so that's the plan. So okay, I'm dabbling again, so I'm going to put my remote gas tank up over here, and I got to hook up a battery. The battery is, where's the, I'm working on so many bikes here as of late. I got to remember where the battery box is on this thing. It is over here. Cauliflower here. Right here. So let me get my battery pack over here. And actually what I'll do, I made up a set of jumper cables. Let me get my auto car battery. I made up a set of just some light gauge, motorcycle style jumper cables, so that I can not battle with my jumper pack. Okay, so that goes here. And this goes here. And now I gotta find my keys. As usual, the level of professionalism and readiness here at... Okay, so we got that. And we got that. So, fuel. Okay, that. Let me get my rubber mallet. When these are filling, I usually give them a little, just to make sure that the bowls drop. Floats, I should say. Well, that ain't right. Well, I'm dripping all over the place. And I don't know why they're overflowing for some reason. Squeeze. Okay. So, we got gas in there and electrics, and let's see what happens. I'm going for my throttle and I don't have my throttle cable. Let me get my throttle cable. I'm gonna have to get on that side. I believe I didn't disturb any of the electrics. Let me give that a little bit of throttle. Here she goes. I need my throttle. Let's see if I can do it this way. I know I look like a... Here we go. Let me try my choke off for a minute. Ha ha ha! Stay with me. I'm trying to find my idle adjustment. Well, I'm going to have to question myself whether or not I even mounted it back in the carburetor. I have no idea what that was. Alright, let me look around here. Bring you around here so you can hear the exhaust. It's actually got a nice little sound to it. Well, all right. Yeah, that was a lot easier than I expected. Let me put this over here. Get down. Take a look at yourself. All right, so there we go. Now I can see because my eyes are shit. Yeah, what I did is the throttle adjust cable, little mount, I never put back into the carbs. It's sitting over there on the bench. But again, I knew the carbs were going to be coming. I didn't know that I forgot it. But the carbs are going to be coming back out. I mean, it sounds quite good. And for curiosity, I think maybe tomorrow, I'm going to put the... actually, let me grab that. Hold on a second. Look at this bad boy. Old, you can make out Kirker there, and of course it's stamped in the end. But yeah. You keep on going. I want to say 402, 402, 401. So we'll give that a try, just to hear what it sounds like. It's just out of curiosity. I definitely want to run the twin pipes. It's just aesthetics, you know. So yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. The bike runs very nicely. I bet you it fires right off like butter. Look at that. I mean, like butter. Kill switch works. Look at that, huh? All right. So, all right. Well, there it is, going on 5 o'clock or 5:30, I think it is actually. 4:30. I'm sorry. So, as my normal MO, the old guy gets up, 4 o'clock in the morning. Actually, I was up at 2 because I couldn't shut my brain off, thinking about the Seca, getting it registered and getting the first ride on it. And yeah, actually, I'm going to bring the phone out there. You got to see it all polished up. It's a stunning bike. When I sign off, I'll do that. Yeah, and so but usually around this time I start running out of gas. I'll go inside, take a shower, and get something to eat because I haven't eaten anything all day. And again, my normal MO. And then I'll probably take a shower, get feeling normal again, and probably come out and grab the Seca and go for a little late afternoon summer ride. There's a little 50-mile loop that I like to do, and at the end there's a little, I think it's an Irving gas station. I stop and I grab a coffee or a iced tea or something and chill. Yeah, and that'll be end of my day. But So very, very cool. Thanks for coming along. I'm going to actually pop the phone out of there and show you this. Yeah, I hit the button. Continuation of what I was doing. So check this out. I'm sure, I hope you can see that. It just came out beautifully. The paint work, you can see that. Everything came out beautiful. Let me come on this side. It is just a stunning freaking bike. Yeah, just, but anyway, I just wanted to show you that because I'm very proud of it. But yeah, so we'll close. I'm going to put this back in the old holder. I shake the phone around because that's what I do. And we'll close with the old KZ400 in frame. And yeah, tomorrow I'll get my throttle assembly back in the bike, all set up. Get my idle adjustment back in there, and yeah, start buttoning things up as far as carburation, airbox. That'll take care of the fueling part of it. I got to get all my vent lines and all that stuff on there, and then I'll take you along. I got to put the braking system back together, and I'll have to probably come in and come out a bunch of times because it's a very lengthy process, especially you know, bleeding the system because there's zero fluid in it right now, completely empty. And hopefully the caliper, or I don't know, it's over there somewhere. The caliper will seal and not leak. And yeah, it's all about really braking, carburation. I got to pick up a new chain for it because the other one is pretty bad. And the seat, yes. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. The seat that I picked up, of course, the internet. Not these days. You Google something and the AI will come up and give you an answer. You know, well, AI is not obviously a motorcycle AI. It said that 76 through 78, the seat pans were the same, a little slightly different on the cover. Well, it ain't the same. The hinges are in different spots. The locking mechanism is in a different spot. So I took all of the hinges and everything off the seat, and I am going to have to figure a way. The seat sits on the frame rails properly, because I don't think they changed that much. But I have to figure a way that it can lock down, or maybe drill and tap where the hinges will go, which is not an easy thing because you're trying to set the seat on, and it has to be perfect. So I'm not sure how I'll do that. For the time being, if I have to hold it on with a ratchet strap, that's what I'll do, and I'll source a proper seat and do what I should have done in the first place, is spend $180 for the one that I had seen on the marketplace, and just bought the damn, or it was eBay, and just bought the goddamn thing, and I've been over and done with. But I got a pretty cool seat that I might be able to make work. I got a complete rolling bike out there with gas tank side covers. This is a 78. That's actually a 76. And so I paid $125, $120 for the bike. I'll post it. I'll clean it up a little bit and post it for $150. And somebody out there is looking for that particular bike that has, you know, engine covers and wheel hubs and all that stuff. The motor's seized, but if they wanted to go that distance, they can free it up. But the bike is, for the most part, complete, and I got 2 sets of carbs that came with it, all kinds of cool stuff. So screw that, $200. And somebody out there is looking for that bike. Anyway, you know. So okay, I'm going to close this out, and thank you very much for following along. I hope you found this somewhat interesting or entertaining, one of the two. And just I just got stuff. That's so cool. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I'll be talking at you, and yeah, see you tomorrow.